gonna be realistic. I don't collect every handheld that comes out. There has to be something about it that catch my attention. But I do get weak to a good budget-friendly retro handheld. And I'm not talking about the super cheap ones with a bunch of games. I collected those before, but you know, I mean, now it's more like it has to have a good engine and transmission, if you know what I mean. Like a decent chipset and a decent amount of RAM or memory or whatever you want to call it. I usually like to set up have my own choice of firmware or OS or whatever you want to call that too. And I like to put my own library of games. So at the same time, so when I do order one, I usually like to have it with no SD card. I like to put my own SD card set up, and you guys have seen the channel. But let me let you know, in some cases, if I feel like the handheld got a bit of potential, I'll get it and I'll let it sit for a while. I'll let it sit for a long time. And in some cases, sometimes I get to it maybe over a month, maybe two, sometimes even longer than that. Seriously, I would not take it out the box until I have a good reason that it might have something like I have a plan for it. Let's put it that way. Like this, the Anbernic RGDS. I did pre-order this at the first release of pre-order, and I had this sitting for about maybe a month, which means there has been a bunch of reviews and breakdown of the specs and all the good and the bad. But I see it like this. This price is definitely good on the pockets, and it's a DS, looking like my DS. And it don't really take too much oof to play the DS emulation. And I figure it might take a bit more of a oof, if you know what I mean, for Azahar. So I'm not gonna focus on that until you guys let me know in the comments that I'm good to go for the 3DS, and it's been going great. And also, if there's certain settings to get a better experience, yeah, let your boy know that too. You know, hook your brother up. But here, I got a 256 gig SD, which would be more than enough to what I'm gonna put on it, which I'm not gonna put too much on it. So, all right, I guess come hang with me as I set this thing up. All right, let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. My goodness, this thing is like insanely close to the original. I mean, wow. I'm like, it's like a big brother to this original handheld. And what's crazy is about it, it's like these old school handhelds has came like a long way, because you know the original DS, like the screen is not as bright as probably as this gonna be, you know. And the fact is that it's like a little bit of like an enlarged version of this little simple handheld from back in the day to be able to play these games. And this is insane. I mean, I ain't even get started, but I'm already like super hyped up about just getting down. I mean, seriously. And with the little analogs and everything else, and me, I like the directional pad. I'm always gonna be a fan of the directional pad, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, having the analogs is to be able to do a lot more, because, and especially once you guys tell me about how the 3DS is playing and stuff like that, so that's gonna be like a big upgrade for like games like this. And it's just gonna be off the chain, just playing some real, just getting down on some real DS games and just getting this thing going. Let me pause and make this clear. This is not a how-to or tutorial video. It's up to you if you want to follow along. I make mistakes, and there is far better videos out there that can explain and break it down better than me. This is what I'm doing. I'm quite sure you guys might have better or even quicker ways of doing this, and if so, please explain in the comments. My goal for us is to all help each other, and myself included. Thank you for your help, and let's begin. All right, I'm gonna try to burn right through this, okay? But I'm gonna do something a little bit different, okay? I want to, not only I'm trying to go ahead and set up the RGDS, but I also wanted to do an update for my old Anbernic RG Arc, if I'm not mistaken. It's called the Arc, but it looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on thing. That's the this is the one that I wanted to kind of do an update on, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a setup on that one as well. But I'm gonna kind of do that one off camera, but as I'm doing this one, I'm gonna be doing this other one at the same time. All right, with all my SD cards, I usually like to go ahead and format them no matter what. They brand new, stuff like that, even get them out the package. I always like to go ahead and format them. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna do the other one off camera. Okay, all right, So I'm gonna get this one done. Okay, once that's formatted, I want to go ahead and I want to make sure, just so I don't make any mistakes, I usually like to go ahead and format these big SD cards to FAT32. So what I'm going to use is GUI format. I'm gonna go ahead, and my other SD card that I'm using for the other handheld, that is just a 64 gig, and that's the one. But I'm gonna do the same thing to both of them. Okay, but just like I said, this one that I'm doing for the RGDS, it's gonna be this one. Sorry if I just I kind of stutter a little bit, but I'm looking at two screens and I'm kind of doing two things at the same time. My volume might go down a little bit because I'm looking at other screens, so I do apologize if I repeat myself or anything like that, but I'm just trying to get through it. All right, so once that's done, and just like I said, we're using GUI format. Okay, that's done. Now remember, you guys don't have to do a whole GUI format thing to format in FAT32. I don't think you have to. It's just something I like to do. Another thing, just wanted to let you guys know, is that the fact is that when you put the SD card up inside the device anyway, you can go ahead and format it from the device itself. Anyway, we're gonna go to this site right here. This is going to be for right here for the RG art, which is going to be this file right here. We're going to go ahead and download because that's for that one. Now, as far as the update for the Anbernic, you're going to go ahead and just go to the Anbernic website, get the update file for it. Now, at the same time, according to what I had saw after I got through setting things up for the Anbernic RGDS, the build is the V1.15. Now, this firmware update right here, it's gonna be it's the same thing, but it has the EN on there. I don't know if there's a difference, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this anyway, just in case that there might be some sort of difference. Now, of course, once you turn on the device, it's regular. There are other options out there which I haven't really digged in yet. I think there's one, it's called Rocknix for the RGDS, but I think they've been doing testing, so it's not officially out yet. And there's also Gamma OS. I haven't messed with those yet. I'm just kind of waiting a little bit before I dig up into those. So right now I'm just going to keep everything pretty much stock as for right now. So I'm just going to do the update with this, and I'm not going to put too much on it, but I definitely want to make sure that whatever features that they have that's the update, I definitely want to be able to jump on that. Also, people that owns the Analog 3D, there is an update out there too. So if you guys want me to do a video about that to kind of see the difference of everything, then I'll do that too. But moving forward, this is where you're going to download, and just going to go ahead and hit that, and then it's going to come with this file right here. Okay, so at the same time, this file right here, I'm just going to go ahead and you go here, and then you just go ahead and push that download, and then you just download that, and it's going to come in a zip file. So just unzip it. I don't think you have to unzip the file that's for Rocknix. I don't think you have to unzip that, but just in case if you think you need to, just go ahead and unzip it. That's fine. Okay, now the ARC, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, but basically what it is, you just go ahead and I'm gonna be using Etcher, and I'm just gonna flash the SD card that I have. But the for the other one, which is the DS, I already unzipped it, which is this file right here, and then it's gonna go up in here, and then it's gonna be this upgrade right here. Now, once you're up in this folder right here, you definitely want to come up in here, and then right here, there's gonna be another folder right here that's zip. Just for safe reasons, I'm just gonna go ahead and unzip it real quick. Okay, once I unzip it, then now I'm just gonna have the zip folder, and then there, I'm just not gonna worry too much about the other folder. I'm just gonna go ahead and right here, and most of the time when these files come up in here, they're mostly in another language, which I just not understand. So at the same time, we're gonna go to the file, config file. Now make sure you right click the right here, don't open it, it's just no reason, but edit in Notepad. So right here is gonna be an easy fix right here. Just go ahead and just right here, you're just gonna right here where it says lane one file right here, just go ahead and just change that to English. I'll just make sure you just save it, but you're pretty much good to go. And then at the same time, what I like to do, just in case you want to go ahead and just kind of refresh it, that way you won't have any problems at that point in time. All right, doing this update, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a temporary 32 gig card up in here, just to go ahead and just do this update. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna launch this. As you can see, my little SD card right here, about like just a 32 gig, and then just got to make sure it says update firmware. Okay, and then you gotta go to choose a firmware. Now remember, if you downloaded that whole folder, then you should be able to find it. So you just got to go ahead and find that, which is, if you go inside the folder, just like I said, what was that, it's just right there. So you just grab that, and that's just basically that image that's supposed to be inside that folder if you got the whole folder. So just make sure, and then open, and then there you go, it's just right there. So you have you got your micro SD card, you got your firmware upgrade, and then like right there's your firmware and everything else. And then you're just gonna go to create, just go to create, up to, creating the disk. Of course you want to do it, of course you wants to get all that stuff good and done. Now as I'm doing this, if you have any problems like far as like the things not changing, just make sure that you make sure you go inside and close out this particular program, and then try it again if the language thing doesn't work or whatever. But just as long as it's able to find your SD card, and as long as it's able to find the thing, basically right here, this is going to be another language, and you just press that, make sure that's pressed, and then as long as it shows your SD card, you're good. And then just go to finding your firmware, just like I said, you can say it if it's in another language. So just wanted to just let you know, just in case you have any problems. But when stuff like that happens, just make sure you just close out everything and then just try it again. Should work, but I'm not sure. Just like I said, I make mistakes. Okay, now that that's done, after a while, we're just done, and then now we're just gonna pop out the SD card and then pop it up inside the device itself, and then we're just gonna go ahead and just let it do its thing. Quick warning, this will erase everything you have on the device itself. So just want to let you know, if you have like games or something like that saved, just go ahead and just bag it up to a SD card or something like that. That's if you do. But me, I haven't even tried this thing out yet, so I have nothing to lose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just pop it on, just let it do its thing. Now once you turn these things on, these things automatically do its own thing, so just let it update. It might take a while or whatever, so but yeah, usually it just does its thing. You don't have to do anything to try to like trigger it, push any special buttons or nothing like that. Just gotta just kind of wait it out when it comes to these Android updates. All right, all done. Look at that. So yeah, so basically you just gotta remove the SD card and then turn it back on. And now, just like I said earlier, is that I was gonna go ahead and just format the SD card on the device itself. I just wanted to make sure it's clean. Every SD card I get, I always format it on my PC, and then I always format it just on the device itself. That way it's just everything's clean, and then now it's ready to be used. Now mostly everything that I'm going to be doing is pretty much is going to be stored on the SD card. So because I don't know, I just don't want to be dealing with all the rest of the stuff and just whatever. Okay, I've been thinking about it, and I'm just going to be realistic. After just like setting this up and just going ahead and just doing all this other stuff, I found out just to myself is that the DS is perfect for this, and using Drastic is, yeah, it is perfect for this thing. I mean, trying to like go ahead, just my opinion, trying to go ahead and like putting all these extra games on it and stuff like that. Now don't get me wrong, if this your first handheld and this your official handheld, then yeah, go ahead and put all the other emulators on there, like go ahead and put RetroArch and all that kind of stuff. But if you got other handhelds, or if you making a purchase to make this your first handheld, I will probably hold off, because there's a lot of other handhelds that's pretty much that's off the chain. I'm not putting this thing down because I'm loving it. I am. As far as like me just putting just my DS, and I know I'm gonna probably get heat in the comments, it's cool, but at the same time, just having a plain DS or using Drastic just for this, just to enjoy some classic games, yeah, this fit right here. I'm cool with that. I mean, over time, I think that they're probably gonna be doing some other stuff and some extra updates and stuff, and putting some extra stuff that we can set up and everything, and I might just mess around with that. But for right now, to relax and just a little bit of an upgrade of my original DS, I'm pretty much cool with that. And yeah, I'm just being realistic. I mean, of course, the world is spoiled, because the fact is, it's like you get a handheld, you want to put everything on it. You want to have a whole bunch of games. You want to have like this big experience. You want to be able to go ahead and have a nice user interface and everything else. But this, you could just tell this was not meant to do all that. It's just, and I know they're gonna push it to the limits to go ahead and just try their best to do something, and then after a while, what Anbernic gonna do? They gonna do probably like an updated model or something like that, and we all gonna jump on it. So I'm just gonna sit back and just let this chill. Wait, I mean, like, I have my other one that looks just like the GBA, and oh my goodness, I still picks that thing up. It's just off the chain. Even the one that looks like the SP, I still pick it up. When I open that device up, I go ahead and I play that console or that handheld that I remember when I had, you know what I'm saying, from the original. So if, say for instance, I'm playing the like an advanced style, I'm gonna play Game Boy Advance games because I really want to bring that nostalgia back for just seeing this device being made and tailored just to make it look just like that, and just kind of give you that memory, but an upgraded screen and everything else. So I don't mean to be yapping, but I just wanted to just get that out real quick. And with that being said, I'm gonna be out, y'all. So yeah, I guess we got, you know, I got this update. I kept it regular. I really didn't do too much, and anything else I'll probably do, I just wait it out. All right, you guys, and from Gamer to Gamer, thanks for watching.